Wagwan everybody, we are back with another episode of SMXXVE Talks. Today's special guest is a golfer. He is Ryan Ejezie and he is the owner of Ejezie Living. Let's get into it. Bow. Let's go! So Ryan, how long have you been playing golf for? Like, what's that been like?
Golf since the start of COVID.
Really?
COVID came around, I was here, and in England, just been here, moved back from London because the whole thing, and I was like, okay, need to get something what's open. My dad was playing, so I started playing, and then since then, I've rinsed it.
Is it? You've just been hooked to it?
I've not stopped. I've not stopped playing golf, so.
Yeah. So I have a question here, because obviously I'm not no like supreme golfer or nothing in it. I don't really know much about golf. It's alright. So what's the glove like? Are you left-handed, right-handed?
Right-handed, but you need grip.
Okay.
So if not, I'm like ripping up my hands. So say imagine you going to the gym and you just had one of those barbells and you twisted on it all day.
Just
gonna
free
rip
weight
up
and
your
just
hand.
rips up in it. You
So
just get the calluses after a while.
You need the glove, keep the club in hand, and hopefully not flying out.
Okay. So you just fell in love with golf after 2020, yeah? You just said, oh, this is me. So obviously now you don't live in the UK no more, do you?
No.
So you live in America now?
I live in America, live in Denver, Colorado. Been there for like 3 months. I went to uni there, moved back a little bit after.
Hey, what did you study in uni?
Did business.
Oh, wicked.
Did business, played football. Then came back after for a little bit. That's when I was here for COVID. And I moved back permanently last year.
Oh, so you just said, I enjoy it too much out there, then you just got back in, do my thing out there.
Well, I got the wife now, so
Okay,
she's American.
How long been with your wife, if you don't mind me asking?
We've been together 7 years, not married, but yeah, together about 7 years.
Nice. How long did you get married? Like, how long ago?
We got married 2 years ago.
Oh, congratulations. Also, 2020.
Yeah.
You started the golf thing.
Busy.
Busy man.
Active.
Busy man. So, you started your golf, you got married, you moved to America, you come back here, I'm guessing, every now and then to like visit family and
Try
stuff.
to.
Try
to as much as you can. It's
Yeah.
hard because I've been trying to get visas, so I can't leave and stuff, but just got my green card now, and so, trying with work and stuff, you've got to, balance how much days can you get off. You don't want to come to England just for like a weekend, so how can I stay here for longer? So try to do at least once a year, twice if possible.
That's nice. So, you also do your own podcast, correct?
Correct.
The Ejezie
Living.
Ejezie Living.
Ejezie Living is the umbrella. Ejezie Spotlight is the podcast.
Okay.
We're going to need more time to talk about that if we're walking, but yeah.
Oh, don't worry, there's loads of time, loads of time for that. I don't want to distract you too much. I'll let you tee off.
Yeah, let me warm up.
I'll let you warm up.
First ball, running late. We'll see how it goes.
Good swing there.
What was it this week? You like that?
Woo! Good God! Gee whiz!
Let's play golf, man.
Yo, Dad, that's the first time I've ever seen that in my life, I'm not even gonna lie, that's the first time I've ever seen
So if I'm setting your standard, then I don't know.
That's a good one. I've never seen it though. I've never had to be in a place like to go golf, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of mini golf, innit? I probably anyone that really knows me, innit, like if people follow me on the gram or whatever,
you're
they'll
mini
see.
golfing.
Yeah, I like mini golf. I like everywhere I go, I like to do a bit of mini golf.
Yeah.
I don't know why per se. I just find it nice, innit? Like it's fascinating to me. Like I also kind of like how they do the courses as well.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
you're
some
into
of
the architecture.
yeah,
Okay.
because some of them be like a pirate theme, or they be like an Aztec theme, or they be like a just I don't know, whatever theme they think of.
Yeah.
And I kind of just like it, innit? Like obviously it compares nothing to what you're doing, innit? Like the full swing on bow. That's crazy. I've been driving range one time though, and that's all right, innit? Like I wasn't too great, but I tried my best, innit?
Yeah.
Like I haven't really got that stance, that form, that type of thing.
Takes time.
So, because you've been doing it for 2 years, like, what made you get like super invested in it? Like, obviously, because everyone can try something in it, but sometimes you can kind of tell like, oh, this is for me and not for me.
I don't do much things by halves in terms of sports anyway. I do sports, play sports, everything all my life. So when I finish football, not play so much, try not to get injured as much. I was like, okay, let me move into this other sports. I was looking at like trying to do triathlons and marathons, and I was just messing my body up.
Okay, that's
like,
true.
So I was like, okay, let me get into golf. Started playing golf a little bit. I was like, okay, this is a challenge. I like the challenge it brings. I like that I can just come out here on my own and be out here for like 4 hours and whatnot.
4 hours? Yeah, okay.
That's full 18. You put 18 holes taking 4+ hours.
Wow.
As you're outdoors, you just, there's so many nuances within the game that you're learning, you're trying to get better at. And so, yeah, I just went in.
That's fit. I have one thing though, like, how do you know, you just smacked that ball clean, innit? How do you know when you hit that? Because I don't even really know when we hit that.
Vision. I'm here. I'm in the rough. It's not the best place to be.
Okay.
But we'll have to play out. Ed Walton, by the way, we're at Ed Walton. World famous course in Nottingham. Can't beat the price. Hole 1, par 5. We've not got much options here. We're probably just going to play it out. Just get another club.
So how do you know what clubs for what? Like, do you just research it, or is it like an experience thing?
They're all, yeah, you kind of, the more you play, the nicer. So they're all got different numbers, and they all relate to the degree of loft. So if this is a 5, this is a 6, you see that the angle of the face is slightly more, they're too close. And you're probably looking at it like, what can I see here?
Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm looking at it like,
Say this.
Oh, I get
see
what
how
you
they
mean.
look different.
Yeah.
And the length.
Yeah.
So if I want it to go further, I need it flatter straight. If I want it to go up, I need more loft.
So the big one you used earlier, what's that one? Is that the driver?
That's the driver because it's just a flat face.
So that one there, you just kind of give it your full welly of power.
Yeah, exactly. Try to keep it straight. Here, I just need to get it back out to the fairway. We'll see. Top it a little bit.
So that gets back onto the green.
Fairway. So this is the fairway, the short grass, and then the green is where we're putting.
Oh.
That's where you're going back to your mini putt.
Oh,
mini
so
golf.
that's what
Yeah, you live on the green, yeah?
Yeah, I just live on the green, that's fine. I like that side of life. It's calm for me. So, peaceful life there, peaceful life. So, 2 years now, doing the golfing, you've picked it up. So you also have your own channel now with it, correct?
With golf or with just easy living? I have it with easy living.
Okay, so what's the easy living channel? Is that mainly golfing orientated, or
honestly,
what we're doing on
not
there?
much golf related. It's like relates to one thing today is I've got no yardages. Just for anybody who's actually a golf person, so we're at 150.
Yeah.
We're about 165. So usually, if I know what yards I am, I can like, okay, that means I use this club, or that means I use that club. But let me hit the shot and then we'll.
Yeah, man, hit your shot. I don't want to distract you from that.
And that's the other side of golf, where you're playing shots and you've got to, okay, let me reset, let me go again.
So when sometimes like you just don't make your chip out the ground a bit.
Yeah, well that's like had it, so now I need to reassess the situation, settle in playing in front of a camera, and then go and do this again. But yeah, so Easy Living as a page started back in 2017 in my last year of uni. Where's this ball? Then warming up. Anyway, So Easy
Living.
Easy Living, started it back in 2017. Last year of uni, I'm like, okay, I want to make something. I want to do something that gives me a platform, a voice to speak. I didn't know, interest in lots of different things at that time, photography, a little bit of videography, little, blogging, whatnot. So I was like, okay, where can I post all of this? Where can I share it? So I was like, okay, let me just make my own website. It's usually where my head goes. How can I make it myself? And the whole point of it was kind of sharing. I didn't really know what direction I wanted to take it in at that time, but it was about sharing experiences, trying to connect with other creative people, trying to create a community, essentially. And then through time and as it's evolved, and these creative projects sometimes take different lights, it's become more about community, more about trying to bring people together, especially for me who's living in different places all the time. Like having a community that's online, that's still making sure that I keep people together even if I see them once a year is important for me. And then the other side of it is like I'm really inspired by people who make their own thing, who want to work for themselves, who don't want to,
that entrepreneurship type.
Exactly, like. And so the kind of play on easy living is that to be easy living, you don't need to be making £1 million a day, but you need to be at least every day getting some type of joy out of something, working towards where you want to be, whatever that may be.
You hold it?
Yeah, cheers. But living in the reality that you've got to still make some money, still got to live in the real world, and so it's like, how are young people doing that?
I know what you mean. So it's kind of like saying, how can people live happy? Like you said, you don't always need $1 million to be a millionaire to be happy, type of thing.
Yeah, kind of. It's like, 1 second. I'm playing this hole, so my head's now going into that competitive mode. Like I can't just be play terrible. You be my caddy today.
Yeah, man. Caddy Smooth right here. Caddy Smooth. That's a hard name, kind of. We're on the green, folks.
We're on the green.
My favourite part.
We're on Jay Smooth's favourite place.
Favourite place.
First hole complete.
Quick question. Obviously, I like to be on the green and like to do this mini golf thing.
Yeah.
Have you got any tips for me in it? Like, because I'm trying to dominate my opponents when they play, man. I'm really trying to crush the thing, I'm not going to lie.
Line up your ball with the hole or whatever the green is playing, and try and keep your arm as straight as possible. Try to reduce the amount of what's the word? You're essentially just trying to reduce the amount of variables in your swing, so making it as consistent as possible. So when you come to, same with hitting the driver, putting, you want every swing to try and be as consistent as possible, so you go through the same routine, you do the same thing and you swing in the same way, so that you're not, like playing with your hands too much. And you have to practice, as everything.
Yeah, as everything, practice makes, I don't say practice makes perfect, I just say practice makes progress.
Okay,
because perfection is kind of an unrealistic thing.
It's a myth.
So it's like, to say progress is a lot better.
Yeah.
So hear that, people, practice makes progress.
Like that. sensor's a bit off, but finally, let's keep it moving.
Yeah, man, you hit that skyrocket out of here, Jesus. So, you also used to play football, if I'm correct.
Yeah, so football was the catalyst, shall we say, that got me out to America and kind of changed things. Grew up here in Nottingham, played all over the place, and then when I was about 17, 16, I was like, okay, I was in academy, I was playing for like a lower league kind of team, and I was like, okay, where do I want to go? What are the next kind of things? And then someone said, oh, you know, there's this, you go play football in America, it's kind of set up differently, you can do scholarships, and you play football every day, you get a degree.
Oh wow, that's
I was
good.
like, okay, sign me up. And so did a few like trials, played with a few people, and then yeah, it all worked out. I ended up going to Tennessee my first year. Good football team, but I lived in the middle of nowhere. I couldn't, like, it was too small town, wasn't used to it. So then I had a good season, so I was like, okay, I can pretty much move the place out where I want to, and ended up moving to Charlotte, North Carolina, and yeah, made that my home for the next 4 years, and loved it there. Yeah,
So now you moved to Denver, correct?
so now I moved to Denver. So yeah, after I moved, like, did uni in Charlotte, you finish uni in America, you get a year visa to work, use my visa, and then I was like, okay, because my wife, she was going to veterinary school, so that's four more years of school. So I was like, okay, I didn't really want to move where she has to move to do this, and I also wanted to
Where did she have to move to?
She had to move to another uni in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I wanted to live in London for at least a little bit. So I moved to London, started working there, and then obviously COVID happened. So I moved back to Nottingham for a bit, and then moved back to America permanently a year ago.
So for a while there, you had to do like the whole long distance relationship type of thing.
We did the whole thing.
How did you find that, if you don't mind me asking? Because I know that kind of makes or break a relationship for some people. So it's like
hard. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody, but I mean, hard in a sense like it's not fun. We didn't like mess with our relationship at all, just because
different. You can't kind of just like pop down the road to see a type of thing.
Yeah, like our relationship's good. It was always strong. We always knew what we were kind of signing up for. And then I kind of had a weird story, like trying to get back to America. It was on the BBC, let me shout that out, travel show.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah. Hey, let me hit the show.
Yeah, hit that shot and then tell me the story about the BBC. So it was at the BBC.
So, well, how it worked? So during COVID, obviously, borders were closed.
Yeah.
All right, and so you couldn't fly from England to America unless you couldn't fly direct. So England was a red list country to America, and most of Europe was. So the only way to get there was to fly to another country, sit there for 2 weeks, quarantine, and then fly to America. And so, you know, it'd been a while since I'd gone to America. All our flights were cancelled, so I was like, okay, I'm going. I need to just get there now. So I went, booked a flight to Croatia like the next day. Sat in Zagreb for 2 weeks, and I'm filming the whole thing as I'm doing it. And got my YouTube.
Is that available for people to see on your YouTube channel?
You can go on YouTube, go watch that.
Okay, what's the channel called? Just so people want to watch.
I think it's just my name, Ryan Ejezie. That's the YouTube that I have my videos on. And stayed there for 2 weeks, worked, didn't tell work or anything about what was going on because it's all remote. So I was like, what? Didn't make a difference.
No, yeah.
Still showing up on my laptop. And then after that finally got to America, and so during that time there was a whole like Facebook page of like this thing called Love Is Not Tourism, where people who were like stuck couldn't see each other in different countries. We're gonna have to find my ball somewhere.
It's somewhere around here.
Were like were like trying to figure out ways of getting into different countries. And so I posted on there just like, oh, this is my experience, this is what I did. And then yeah, someone from the BBC reached out for like some Christmas special, and then I was on the travel show, so I did an interview about how that happened, how like this group helped me out, and then showed my video on it. It was good. Wow. It was a good return.
Did you think the chances of that, like, did you expect that to happen from the obviously not, but like,
Nah,
was you surprised a bit?
Surprised? Yeah, of course, that's weird. Like, when am I on TV? You know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's kind of like, I'm sure you know, in terms of like, things happen for a reason. I made a video for a reason, to share it with people. Luckily, it's been shared to more people because of, you know, you meet someone or you share it with in one group, and then it's cascade. How am I getting this shot? Oh no, needed more.
Understand?
We're digging.
So what club are you going to have to use for that? You have to use a sand wedge?
Sand wedge or something with more loft.
Yeah. So which one's the sand wedge or the more loft?
This is sand wedge, so this is about 56 degrees, and this is a loft wedge, which is 60 degrees.
I'm not lying, I thought the sand wedge would have probably been something like this.
Why do you think that?
I don't know, I just feel like because it's deeper in it, I feel like you probably got something that has that good swing, but maybe that's just me looking at it like a novice.
Yeah. This is an Ed Walton special, sounds like this.
Got it on the green?
So yeah, sand. You don't want to be in the sand, put it that way.
Now I can imagine it's very hard to hit from the sand as well. So I'm guessing because you're playing by yourself, obviously you just take every shot after shot after shot, but you know if you're playing with someone else, if you miss that then, would that mean you have to wait your turn until they hit it?
So the rule of thumb is whoever's the furthest away. So whoever's furthest away from the hole.
Okay.
So if I was there and you were here, you would go. If you were in front of me, I would go. And you do that the whole way up. You know, I'm gonna take a shot. Let's see if we can. The tips. Line up. This is some bad green here. Look at that ball.
So tips, line up.
Go through the same routine. And then try and get the right distance. Yeah, there could be better cut greens, but that was okay. 2 foot, can't be mad at that.
Not bad. On one green, can you let me have a go?
Oh, if you start playing,
I'll have a little try, see how I go with it. Like, I've never done this before, so why not? That's how we live, innit?
Exactly.
You gotta live, try stuff you never tried. Tried stuff you never tried. Who knows? I could be the next one. I could be the next guy to start golfing. I might not be.
You said you're not going to be. You can start playing once, play twice.
Yeah.
Find a nice group of people who you want to play with.
And that's it. Away you go, type of thing. because I was hearing someone say before as well. I can't remember who I heard. I don't know if it was a celebrity or whatever. And they were saying that they tried golf when they was younger, and it wasn't for them.
Yeah.
But they didn't reject it in a per se, like some people do, and go, oh, 'cause it's not for me, I'm not gonna do it again.
Yeah,
But they
yeah.
said they tried it again when they was older, and they absolutely loved it.
Yeah. Well, I always say, we speak of different people. Like, as a kid, if you play golf as a kid, then sick, you're going to be amazing by this age. But
Yeah.
like, there's a lot of better sports. I'd rather run around as a kid, play football, play basketball, whatever.
It's quite a patient man's game, ain't it? To some
Definitely.
extent. So it's not very fast-paced. Wowzers.
That went right. I might hit a provisional. 1 second.
Provisional.
It's like if you lost your ball, you just hit another one.
Oh, I see.
It's over there, but
Oh, so you always carry more than one ball with you.
yeah.
What's the max amount of balls that you carry?
You can carry as many as you want, but I mean, the aim of the game is try not to lose any. But
Yeah, true.
every round, depending on how hard the course is, you lose some.
Ooh, that one was so much better. Gonna clap the bird there. The bird was flying low to that one.
Hey. Take this jacket off.
Yeah, man, take off your
Oh,
jacket.
I won today. Surprised. England always gets me with this. I don't know what weather to expect. Too used to America, man.
That is true. English weather is not always the greatest. 1 minute it's raining, 1 minute it's sunshine, 1 minute it's cold, 1 minute it's like not as cold.
Yeah.
Whereas in America, I can imagine it's more of a steady heat all the time.
Yeah, if you're in North Carolina, then it's just hot.
All the time?
Also, well, until
Winter time.
now it starts to get a little bit cool. It's hot, still hot. Colorado is sunny all the time, but it's a dry heat, so it's like gets cool at night, and in the winter it snows a lot. So cool, different climates.
So, you know, after you done, like, once you finish your scholarship, yeah, and you said, oh, I want to move back to London. What made you want to move back to America? Was it just simply because of like your wife, or was it more like, did you actually go, no, you know, I actually just prefer it in America than England?
My wife's a big factor. She wasn't moving to England, and so I like America. So it's kind of both things. Like, America's a great place to live if you build a community. You know, I feel like there's a lot of opportunity in America to do whatever you want, really. I know it's like the cliche thing, like, oh, the American
dream type of
or
thing.
you know, you can kind of build. You can really, like, there's so many immigrants in America who've made different life stories, and one, you can do that, and two, it's just a nice lifestyle, great weather. America's massive. You can live on the beach if you want to live on the beach, live on the mountains if you want to live on the mountains, you know. Lots of different.
There's lots of different opportunities for
Yeah,
lots of
of
different
course.
types of people.
Cool.
So did you meet your wife in America?
Yeah, we both were at uni. So
I see.
she played on the women's soccer team, and I was playing on the. I'd say soccer. That's how long I've been there.
Yeah, you've been over there too long, Ryan. You've been over there.
I know, it's a disgrace. You can edit that out.
You don't call it football no more, people. He calls it soccer.
I played on the men's football team. She played on the women's. And
Okay.
so we were around each other a lot.
So what type of level did you get to? I did, like, because obviously here in it you kind of have like the teams and whatnot. Like,
How it works, yeah. So when you're in college, you're classed as an amateur, and you can't play. So you can play in the summers, but your like full-time job is playing for the uni. So like you play in the season where it's fall or spring, and then in the summer you can go and play for, I guess it's a semi-pro team. You play for a semi-pro team, and there's like a loophole because technically people can get paid there, but as you're a uni student, you're not allowed. And so we played in those in the summer, and then you just keep rotating. And then once you finish uni, if you want to keep going, you can go and try and play in the USL or the MLS, or move home and play. Let me see if I can hit a shot. One second. Bit close to the ball today. Okay, getting a little bit better.
So what made you go? Was it by choice that you was like, oh, let me not go play in like the MLS or whatever you called it, or the league? I'll just say the league.
I mean, you can. Yeah. No, like, no. There's one side of me that's like, oh, what's the payoff for me for chasing football? Like, I could go and do all the trials and try and play in different teams and try and make it. I personally don't think it would have been very lucrative for myself. It would have been a lot of trials, a lot of playing in teams where you don't make a lot of money, and just like, I was at the time where I was like, I'm pretty done. At the end of uni, I was like,
it was all football, that type of thing.
Yeah, kind of just like, okay, I'm ready to do something different, make some money where it's more going to the business world, because I've never done that, I was like, okay, I need to make some money for myself, let's see what I can do there. And
you gotta make that bread. You don't work, you don't eat.
Exactly. And then I was also like starting Easy Living, starting to do more creative stuff, and I was like, okay, this is what I'm interested in now, like, this is what's bringing me joy, you know?
Yeah.
And that's a big part of Easy Living, like living in reality essentially, but still trying to keep your dreams alive any way you can. So like, are you know, what's your situation? What do you have to do to make money? But how on the side can you
make extra money?
Make extra money, or follow your passion. You know, is it like, are you into painting? Are you like up night painting, trying to share that on Instagram? Are you fitness enthusiast trying to build a social media brand or something? You know?
Yeah.
And that's the whole podcast at the moment, is interviewing people who are doing those kind of things, like making their life work for them. What we got here?
Sand weird? Yeah. All in the sand.
It's on the sand, there we go. So just because I just want the loft. So this is like the type of loft that I chip with. So I'm gonna try and land this like
on the green.
On the front of the green, so then it rolls kind of on there. Cool.
We're doing good out here, guys. We're doing good. I'm seeing something I've never seen before.
Is it putting time?
Oh, it is. It is my favourite part. Let's give it a crack. I can understand why you like to do the golfing thing as well, to some extent, like, because just like you say, being outdoors and like seeing the nature in it, like, look at that. Look at that. It just looks so nice and just peaceful. Like, you don't just get that in the city. Like, no, but it's real though. Like, you just don't get that. So like, it's really, really nice.
Go on then, line up your ball.
Okay.
So you've got like a line on it. Are you trying to?
Which line am I going for? Am I going for this line or that line?
The one straight.
The straight line, yeah.
So you can kind of see where you want to hit it in regards to. So then you take it. You're like looking. Okay, that looks relatively straight. And then I do a few practices just to feel like how hard I want to hit it.
Oh, look at that!
So
Look
you'll
at
show that.
Which hand are you?
So I'm right-handed, but I use a weird grip. So you're just using your mini golf grip.
Okay. I still figure that out. I feel like I always swap hands when I do it.
Yeah. Left up and right below.
Okay. Left up, right below. Okay. Whew.
Do a few practice.
Like what you did on
Yeah,
you.
just get a feel for. That's a bit lot.
How's my swing? Was it dead?
Too much.
Too much?
Yeah,
Oh,
just
Jesus.
Yeah, we like that. And try not to decelerate. So think of yourself as like a pendulum. You're like a clock swinging back and forward. That's how you're gonna hit it.
So it's like a.
Yeah. Yeah, that was nice. Go for it.
Okay.
Oh! A lot of heat.
Too much heat. I'm too
Go on
fire.
then, finish it up.
Too fire.
Finish
Too
it up.
fire. Gentle this time. Too soft. I didn't have no
Finish
aim.
it up.
Didn't have no aim on that one.
You got a 3 point. You know,
Three.
We all
We've
get
done it in
3
three.
points.
We've done it in 3. Bless you, Ryan. Bless you. As you can tell, I'm not that great at the mini golf thing. I never said I was good in it, but it's I like to take part. I like to try.
But that's one thing. This is the reason I love golf. Like playing in the morning, like playing in this, being out in nature. Another thing is just one, you meet people out here if you're playing on your own a lot that are from all different walks of life, and the other is community. So like I've put on a few golf tournaments back in America with like university people, because it's the best way to bring people together. It's 4 hours where no one's got their phones out, everybody's just talking for 4 hours. In America, golf course is a little bit different. Like they're all drinking and playing music, which is a good vibe.
Yeah.
And so you, what distance here? No idea. 8. Looking over there, but it's just like a great social thing.
Question: why did you leave the bike all the way over there and not?
I don't want the holes over there.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to be going. I don't want to push it.
Oh no, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. What's like the nicest golf course you've been on?
Nicest golf course.
Because I can imagine some have like a lot more money pumped into them than others.
Well, if I say you won't know. What makes a nice golf course is essentially like the grass. So you see here, it's all patchy.
Yeah.
If you want a really expensive putt, there wouldn't be. It would be very like pristine. It almost looked like a green. That's how nice the grass is kept. The fairway's kept like that, and so. But that's why Ed Walton's great, because it's pretty good and it's super cheap and it's like welcoming. Because a lot of golf is like, it's a white man's sport.
You're not
it's
wrong.
like
It's not. You're not wrong. Not many brothers do the golf thing.
It's like white sport. You have to like wear certain clothes. Here you can wear anything you want. I'm dressed in golf clothes, but you don't have to. And you go certain places, if you're a new beginner, you'd be like, oh, I don't know if I belong here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas Ed Walton, anyone rocks up, you should feel like you're
You
in the
belong
right.
and you're just able to have a go and try.
Yeah, exactly.
Because at the end of the day, if it's something you enjoy, like, why not?
Exactly. You don't feel any type of way.
You've got a good radar for these balls, because I would lose a lot of the balls. I'm not going to lie to you.
Well, the next hole you hit one and see. Well, we'll see how it goes. Because when you're hitting it and standing over it as well, you kind of look at it differently.
Was you one like someone near the wall? I can't remember.
It's hard in autumn because all of these leaves are on the floor, so it could have rolled up in one of them somewhere. there.
Where at? Yeah, it was me thinking I had good eyesight. My eyesight's kind of dead. I can't see the ball. Oh, it's there. I saw it too soon. I got caught on a twig. So you do the podcast as well. So is like, I'm guessing is there like you said earlier that there's an umbrella to your company type of thing. So like, what's the different stems of the umbrella?
So if you go on the website right now, I mean, this is what I was saying, it's like changed over the years, but it's video, blogs, just like written form, sharing opinions, learnings and thoughts, podcasts, 2 podcasts are done, and then video, YouTube, which I'm not doing as much, because it was a lot of travel based stuff, but I'm not travelling as much anymore.
You hold that one?
Oh, that's good.
Sure.
But yeah, the podcast is like the thing I've enjoyed the most in the recent times. You're going to finish that ball up.
This one, yeah? Okay. I'm ready. Time to redeem myself.
But yeah, so the podcast has been fun because it's like, kind of as we're doing here, you know, we're chatting with people who, a lot of people on my podcast are people who are just living regular lives. There's nothing like, they've not made a billboard chart or anything like that, but they're still like doing bits in the community. I feel like within wherever they live, Nottingham, London or whatnot, they're like making a name for themselves. As I like knowing, like, how do you find motivation doing your job all day and then coming home and trying to do that? You know, like, why do you keep doing that? Or
no, it's true.
What are the different things that are, where do you see yourself going in the future and stuff like that? I just like to learn from them and hear what their thoughts are and all that.
Krispy Kreme. My turn.
Let's see it.
Okay. Let's see if I can remember. So, line up my ball. The line. Okay. Get that back straight. Few practice swings.
Yeah.
Pendulum.
Yeah. Nice speed. You like that?
Ooh, just a bit out. Just a bit out.
Come on, we gotta beat 3-putt.
Hopefully I can do this one in 2. Yeah, pressure on myself.
Oh!
Oh no! No! Damn! So close! So close!
Next hole, I believe in you.
Next hole, I need to get 1. I need to do it in 1, innit? From I've done it in 1, I'll walk away with like I've had a success. Because like I said, I'm really trying to smash people at this mini golf thing. I'm really trying to do it. But I get what you mean though, like how do people work like a normal 9 to 5 and then continue to do what they want to do?
That, or how are they've chosen not to go through it, they've chosen not to do a 9 to 5, and so what's the challenges? You know, you're working for yourself for instance, or you know, you're working on a schedule that's not traditional. How does that affect with your mental? How are you kind of,
How are you dealing with it?
How do you organise your day? How do you stay motivated? Like for you, for example, like what are you doing around this?
So obviously I'm a musician and I'm a music artist, but as well I work.
Yeah.
So obviously I will go make beats, record, doing whatever I'm doing musically.
Yeah.
Then go to work.
Yeah.
And then, or depending on what time I finish work, whatever, like sometimes I'll work in the early morning, so I'll be at work from like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
So I'll do that, then boom, once I've come home, I'll fire it up and hop back in the stoop. Like I'm just always there kind of thing, and I'm always just doing more and more.
Exactly.
And more.
And
Just
so,
trying to-
and when you get home from, so what's your job? Like, what are you doing to make
I
money?
work as a lifeguard.
Okay.
I know. Uncanny, innit? Uncanny. I just work as a lifeguard.
No, but see, so the reality is you need to make money.
Yeah.
So you're a lifeguard, you're making cash, right?
Yeah.
And then you're coming back, and obviously music's your passion.
Yeah.
And so, like, I guess for you it's not even a question of like, am I going to spend time doing this? My lifeguarding is facilitating me being able to put myself into this.
Because music's expensive as well. Like some people don't realise how expensive it is. Like you could, okay, for example, like I do everything myself, so you could obviously just go pay to a studio and just go pay whatever the studio offers. Yeah. But then it's like it's a whole thing of buying beats can cost a lot of money depending on who's making the beat. Yeah. The studio time, the mixing, the mastering, all of that is a costed money. Woo! The hell's that one going? I can't see that.
Down to the right a little bit. It's alright. But yeah, so then you're doing that, right? You're passionate about music.
Yeah.
And that's kind of your grind. But when do you hit times in which you're like, not that your motivation for music maybe be wearing, but your motivation for your whole grind, the fact that you have to go and be a lifeguard to
that vexes me every time, because being a lifeguard, a lot of the time you're just sitting there watching people swim. Yeah. Like, okay, you are there, and you are some degree important. Like if something goes wrong, like let's say for example someone starts having a heart attack or whatever, then I'll be in and I'll be doing what I'm doing, CPR the whole lot. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Defib and all of that. But 9 times out of 10, that's not usually happening. So you are just watching people there. You're just there as a safety precaution. But it does get annoying because it's like, okay, well I'm sitting here.
It's time wasted.
Yeah, because it's like, I know if like, for example, let's say if I'm there for like half an hour watching people swim. Yeah. I know if I was at home in the studio doing that half an hour there, I probably could have made one beat by now. Like if I was on a day where I was on like serious smoke in it, I could have made a beat. Like I could have been like, oh, fire, boom, boom, boom. Like, or I probably been able to record, who knows? Because some things you do easier than others, innit? And it depends, like everything. You don't always have a good day, you don't always have a bad day. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, you could hop in it one day and be like, oh, I'm really motivated to do it today. Or life could be weighing you down, you think, you know what, my spirit's not in it. But I always think, no matter what in life, from you still showed up, it's better than not showing up at all.
Absolutely. So then what's your, to go a bit deeper, what's your value system for you choosing that path? Because if you wanted to, you could go and probably make more money doing a job you hate. That's not like, you know, that's worse than doing whatever, but it would take time away from being able to do music. So why choose that route?
I guess to some extent it's like it's a thing within yourself, innit? Like I was watching a Steve Harvey clip like last night, and he was saying like there's a thing that everyone's gifted at. They don't know. It's the thing you do with the least amount of effort. If that makes sense. That's your gift. Like the thing for you to be happy and probably for you to make a lot of money. It's the thing you do with the least amount of effort. Do you know what I'm saying? And for me, I feel like I make music pretty easily. Because there's points in it. Like there's some things where you can see, like where you go, oh, some people may struggle to do set things, or everyone's different in it. Like for example, you're good at the golf thing, I'm not too good at the golf thing. And you're really good at football, I'm dead at football. I've got 2 good feet, but none of them work too good for football. Like I've said this before, innit? People probably watching this knowing I've said this before.
We're gonna have to go on a hunt for this ball 1 second. It's gonna be around here somewhere.
But yeah, to answer your question, it's just a passion thing as well. Like sometimes you can't always just fall at the first hurdle. It's not always about like how you fall over, it's how you get up. Like I'm not gonna lie, I've had nights and days where it's like the music thing hasn't popped for me as well as I've done. Because it's like everyone gets excited when you make your first song and you think, oh, maybe this one will be it. This will be the banger, it'll be the hit. And it's not, and then you get sad and you're like, damn. But then it's how you come back from that. Do you just fester in it? Or do you go, no, let me make another tune and see what happens? So it's like in my mind, I think you don't get nowhere from not trying nothing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got to be actively trying, because no one else can do it for me in a sense of.
Exactly.
Like, I have to do it. If I want it, I have to go get up and do it.
You're
It's
being
kind of like,
responsible for your situation.
Yeah.
No one's going to come and say,
No
no,
one's gonna-
Jay Smooth,
yeah,
I'm going to give you a contract, you know?
yeah, for not doing
I
nothing.
think you're amazing. I've not even heard your music, but
Exactly. It's like it don't really happen like
you
that.
have to go and do your own work, right? And
It's
say,
true.
Okay, cool.
It's like when I started, I looked at it like this, and I always call it the Apple story. So to explain that further, it's like, let's say right now, you was hungry and wanted an apple. Yeah. You came to me to say, oh, I'm hungry, I want an apple, but I only knew where the apple tree was.
Yeah.
That means you then have to rely on me to go get you this apple.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm not starving. I've already ate these apples, so I'm fine.
Yeah.
You're the one that's starving. But then you can't come to me all the time and be like, bro, when you getting me this apple? When you getting it? Because then I'll be like, if you keep carrying on like this, I'm not going to get you the apple. Do you know what I'm saying? So in more time, you'd rather learn how to get the apple yourself.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the way I've kind of always looked at things. If I can do it myself,
Yeah.
at least I know I don't really need to rely on anyone else to like do set things for me. Like obviously just help along the way for some things, but the whole thing is, if you want to make your life better, you have to do it. No one else can do it for you.
And that's a common thread through the people that I interview on my thing, and people say like us in the thing, is like most of them have got to a point in where they realise if this is going to happen, it's because I've made the decision to make it happen.
Yeah.
Okay, and so then you're like, okay, well, how can I do this? Or how in a community can we help each other do this?
Yeah.
You know, what can, I am interested in this, but I know this person, or I know this tool, you know, to kind of help me get there.
And I always try to say it to people, just because you may not like something or you may not do something, doesn't mean you may have someone else that likes it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For example, like, we'll take a simple thing like this. How many people do always say like, oh, like and share my stuff or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, just cause you may have in your circle or your people that you know, someone in your group may not like it.
Yeah.
But who's to say that they might not have someone that will like it?
Yeah.
So why should you not share someone else's thing because you're not interested? Someone else could be.
Yeah.
Because think of it, if the shoe was on the other foot, you would want someone to share your thing if you was trying to promote yourself. Because at the end of the day, I feel like people are willing to like celebrate people that have already made it, rather than people that are trying to make it, and they'll celebrate someone saying, oh, I just got a new job, which isn't a bad thing, like they've tried to better themselves, but rather than someone that's trying to chase the dreams, like saying, hey, I set up my own business, like, can people go follow it and support the thing. And it is very draining, isn't it? Like, because everything, like, even though, I make music, to some degree, it's still a business. Like, I still have to promote myself. I still have to watch the way I carry myself, like, because obviously my plan is to one day do that full time and to make that my income. You know what I mean?
So then it goes back to community, because then there's a difference between your friends who you hang around with every day, them supporting you, and then say your friends within your community who kind of know what you go through.
Yes.
Because they are like, oh yeah, I know
I've been
that
through it
promoting myself is grind.
Yeah.
And it's hard. So like, I'm going to continue to promote you, whereas your friend who gives you a like and a one share, you appreciate it, but at the same time it's different.
True.
It's like they're not understanding the full
aspect. Like they don't know about them sleepless nights where you really there going, will this actually work for me? And then you have to convince yourself it will work. Of course it has to work.
Exactly. So that's why I think, and then that's where I go back to community being the most important thing.
Yeah.
Because without a community in nearly every aspect, it's going to be
It goes back to one of the things, innit, of like who you surround yourself with as well.
Yeah.
Because if you surround yourself with bad company that really ain't trying to be after the same things you're after, then the chances of you getting it as well are slim.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You want to surround yourself with like-minded people that are also trying to trace their dream in some aspect.
Yeah.
Because you know, okay, their dream may be a bit different to yours, but as I said, one hand washes the other. How do you know they may not have a person that does something that does something? Look, this one's got far on to reach.
But that's where, like, me myself, I've evolved in, like, because it's also about understanding what makes you happy. That's a big part of my easy living. And for me, like, my goals have changed over the years of like what I think is going to be like. Oh, if I do this, this is going to be like a perfect life for me. It looks a lot different now.
Okay. Part 2 this one. Let's see how we do. I'm nervous, people. I'm nervous. Bit too tough. Still got a chance. Still got a chance. I did have a feeling that one would be a bit harder because it was way out. Oh, nice. Spectacular. Hopefully I can get this one in 2. Oh, way off, man.
Another 3. It's okay. We've got 4 holes left.
3 is the magic number for me today.
We've got 4 holes left.
3 is the magic number.
You're gonna make it happen.
I got to. Like anything, all it takes is one succession. Just one.
Hey, and that's why people come back. They hit one shot that they play a whole round and they hit one that was like, oh my god, did you see my drive on the cliff?
That's
and
it.
Keep coming back for it.
That's the thing. It's just, it's like you have to lose some to appreciate the win.
That's it. And in golf, you're always losing more than you're winning. Always. So.
But when you do win, I can imagine the victory is way sweeter because you know the taste of defeat.
What do I have coming up? Oh no, I've had a busy, because of, so I moved to Denver 4 months ago. We had our wedding 2 months ago, although we've been married.
Wow, so it's
the actual
proper
wedding
recent.
was like post-COVID, so that was a bit crazy, and then we both started new jobs, so it's just been like madness. So I'm like now coming back to a period of like, okay, now we've
Settling in type of thing.
settling in, like came here for work and then come back and then get back to doing like creative stuff again. That's the thing with me, I kind of go in ebbs and flows, you know. And I was speaking to someone on the podcast, he has a clothing brand and he's been doing it for years and like trying to get traction, picking up and going down, and one of his things was just about kind of accepting those ebbs and flows, like not trying to beat yourself up when it's like not coming to you, you know what I mean, and you're like kind of forcing it. It's like, okay, just take a second, let it go, and then come back to it. So I'll be doing that and get it back on the podcast, and because that's it. I mean, like, as you're doing here, like the conversations are the best thing. I leave those and I'm like, oh, I feel like
you feel a bit rejuvenated. In
yeah,
the
I
sense
feel like
of,
it's like that's content I like. Whereas before, when I was like out of uni, trying to do, I'm just letting these guys go, trying to like make travel videos. I love those too, but I hated the process of making the actual editing. I've never enjoyed any of that, and so like it was
I know what you mean. Some things you have to leave to other people sometimes.
Yeah.
Like for example, the reason I didn't have to produce in it, it was my choice to produce for myself in it, to produce beats and whatnot. But it's like I was like, at first I didn't enjoy it, but now I've grown to enjoy it, and I really like get off on the fact of me making the beat, and I just find myself and I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
Woo, that one's clear though.
Right in the
Central, that one. Central.
hard to see when the sun's like that.
Yeah, when the sun's beating off in your face, it is a bit mad.
Probably my favourite hole at Edwalton, this one.
This one, because it's kind of straight in it to some extent.
It's a short par 4. easier than the rest. Not scoring. Like that.
So I've got a question as well. Like, does your equipment help the game, or does it not matter so much? Like, is there a different type of golf ball, for example?
Yeah, there's a different type of golf ball, but like, there's levels to this. If you play golf right now, it does not matter what ball you use. Like, you should just use a range ball, because for it to matter, you need to hit the ball properly. Like, for it to like do the spin or travel further. When you're just trying to hit the ball, like the clubs, and it doesn't matter. You're just trying to understand your body mechanics. Oh wait, let me just grab that other ball first quickly.
He's grabbing his other ball, I believe. Explaining the balls to me. A bit mad. I never thought I'd have that type of conversation in my life, but yeah, here we are. But no, man, it's an interesting game. Like, it's interesting seeing someone that actually like enjoys the game, because my first time, I've been on a golf course, but like never seen anyone play golf, if that makes sense. So it's interesting seeing and like speaking to someone that does play the thing, and like just being able to see it. Like I said, you only see this on TV, innit? Like, I've never seen one of them before, the bags. I've never seen, or have I? No, I've seen a bag, but I've never seen it on like the stand before. So it's just hella interesting seeing it. Like, it's eye-opening, isn't it? And that's what I kind of like about doing this. Like, I get to speak to people and talk to them about what they do, and it opens my eyes, maybe opens their eyes a bit more to like my life as well. So it's cool, man. It's nice being well-rounded in this. And he's back.
What?
You found it?
No.
No? Oh, okay.
Nobody wants to do that. It was another ball. It wasn't my ball, of course. It was some other guys I was trying to retrieve.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
No, I didn't know.
So back to the different types of balls. So you were saying,
yeah,
for someone like me that would need like a range ball.
For you, it doesn't matter. Like, you can spend like fucking, like 10 quid on a ball, one ball, right? You spend 10 quid on one ball, this game's getting very expensive very quickly.
Yeah, it is. It is. You
So
know?
like, and it's not really going to change your game, as opposed to just like practicing how to swing and hit the ball. And like, the more you play, and the better you get, then the more the difference in like, okay, these expensive clubs give you this kind of shot, and these clubs give you this, you know. So, and it's like anything, like, sure, if you're starting out in music, yeah, okay, you could go and buy all the software, or you could just go and download some free, some easy free software online that just gets you understanding how to do kind of create it first. Now, half saw where my ball went. Okay.
No, you're not wrong there, because it's like, I tell people that as well. Like, so when people say to me, yo, Smooth, I want to start producing, or I want to start da 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 da, and it's like, what do you have? What do you need? Like, and I said, bro, in all honesty, it depends on which avenue you're trying to take. Like, are you trying to? Because I tell people, I don't lie to them, innit? And I say, look, this thing is a beast. Like, you're gonna bite off a lot more than you can chew. The producing thing is not that easy. Like, you're gonna watch a lot of YouTube videos and you're gonna think, well, why I've got the same software as them, why ain't my thing sounding like this, is sounding, I'm doing the exact same thing. And it's like, because the thing is, you can't really copy someone else's creativity.
Yeah, of course, they're gonna have a different way of doing it.
Yeah.
This is at the moment, everything's on a
Hilly.
some kind of line that's really giddy. Finally played some golf. Yes, we get a smile. We're finally smiling. We're smiling.
Sweet.
You walk up with a bit of swagger when you hit a shot like that, you know what I mean? Okay, yeah. Talk to me.
Sweet. So, back to what I was saying. So obviously you were saying about, if I was to spend a £10 ball in it, it'd get very expensive very quick.
Yeah, and you're saying about music, you know, like,
because you
how
can,
people start.
yeah, because it's like I said, you can go buy the software, but don't mean you're gonna know how to use it. And even when you do use it, you try to copy someone else's thing, it's not gonna be the exact same, because the way your creativity will be is different to theirs. Exactly. You can copy it for literally like verbatim, and it won't be the same. and it's not a bad thing, but it's just like everything, you just gotta give it time. You just gotta get used to it. It's a lot of trial and error.
Exactly. You could go in, you could buy all the clubs. You could go buy a stealth driver tomorrow. It ain't changing nothing.
Yeah, if you don't know,
how to
if you
use
don't know
it.
techniques or nothing, it's like it don't really matter.
Not bad.
That's good, man. It's good. I didn't realise as well that the creps. I know you said at the beginning, innit? Oh, your creps are gonna get a bit muddy and that, yeah, bro. Like, gee whiz. Like, I look at yours, innit? Yours are like the proper shoes, so yours are a bit muddier than mine, but still, like, I'm. Whew.
Oh, you're walking in a field.
Yeah, it's true, but I didn't expect it to be like this, if that makes sense. I'm glad I didn't wear like the nicest of nice crepes, because otherwise, backside, yo, it just would have been peak for me. It would have been finished. I'd been thinking to myself, oh yeah, it's all good. But see, when the camera locked up, I'd be like, no, my shoes. But it is what it is, man. Like, you just gotta do it.
Learning.
You're learning.
You're learning today. Next time you're gonna step out.
Yeah, next time I'll be like, you know what? Next time I'll probably wear these as well, because it's a comfort thing. Like, to some extent, I am glad I picked these shoes as well, because some shoes I have, they look nice, but they're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You ever have that where it's like, you're like, yeah, this item here is nice, but then when you wear it, you're like, it's hella uncomfy, and then you wear it less because you know it's uncomfy, but you know it looks good, but you still wear it less because it's uncomfy. Like, tell me about your attire, the golf attire, because why do golfers dress the way they dress? Like, it's very smart, casual type of thing.
Yeah, so traditional golf gear, you have to wear a collar. People will usually wear, you don't have to wear a hat, but sun and that, you wear a hat. You wear trousers and then some golf shoe with spikes or something. That's traditional. You know, golf's like changing slightly in that people are wearing hoodies now, and like on the Live Golf Tour that we were talking about, like people can wear shorts and
Just more relaxed type of thing.
more relaxed. But at the end of the day, it's just about it's a part of golf game that I don't mind though. It's like, you know, it's nice to kind of wear nicer clothes and kind of dress up a little bit, and you got your friends and everyone's, I don't know.
You all look smart, innit?
You look kind of smart.
Yeah,
you play
is smart.
It's a gentleman's game.
Yeah.
You know, and so it has those old traditions that kind of still hold true in that.
So what's with the golf spikes on the shoe though? Because I feel like...
Well, like today, for example, like it's kind of wet, isn't it?
Yeah.
So like when I'm driving, I'm not always being on balance, but if you're having a little bit of something that's giving you more stability when I'm cutting through, then I'm better. Whereas if I've just got like maybe your shoes, if I'm wearing them, I may be more, you know, not as much balance. I'll be slipping like when I'm going through. So it's just about, it's like football. If I'm wearing boots, I've got the thing, I'm wearing them because they're giving me a bit more traction. And
So how long would you play football for? Like, did you do it when you was a kid type of thing, or?
Oh yeah. I played football till like competitively till the end of uni, really. So what, 22 years. I mean, it's different. Like that's England though. Everybody plays football here, and then if you, well, maybe not you.
Yeah,
but
I did. Like I said, 2 good feet in it. But it's mad because See, I can imagine coming from my dad's point of view. Yeah, he would have thought lucky in it to have me as a kid, because like I can use both feet. Because like I can use my left foot to like, if let's say if I want to welly the ball.
well, and then you let him down.
Yeah, and then the right foot's controlled in it. So he would have thought, yeah, I've got a money maker here, and then I went, I don't like football. So it's a bit mad in it, like. So yeah, I'm a waste, and I've got speed as well. Like I'm a quick runner.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, so it's like.
You have to prove it then.
Yeah, bro, I will race, man. You know, I will race, man.
That'll work.
That's good golfing, like, even after man's hit it, he rakes up the shot. Like, I know, because it's true though, innit? I know probably a lot of people, if they didn't really care about the game like that, they probably just left it how it was, innit? Like, obviously coming from the disrespectful people that I've kind of known to some extent, like,
Well, that like kind of comes back into like, okay, the clothes you wear, like how you act when you're on golf course, you know.
And the etiquette to it.
Yeah. Well, you got to hit one again.
I'll do that.
Are you trying to go close?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm trying to make it.
A lot of 2-putts today.
Better than me, or 3-putt McGee. I'm gonna do my thing right here.
Let's line it up. Let's line it up.
You say that's a good line.
Okay. I'm going to take the flag out for you.
Oh, bless you. Right, let's practice swings.
Softer than you think you need to hit it.
Is it?
Oh, there's a good roll.
It's a good roll.
Let's get
It's a good roll.
at least get 2. We're building up to that last one. Yes! Progress.
Progress! Practice makes progress, everybody. See? I told you. Told you. They didn't want me to win it, but God did.
Don't get me started on Khaled.
Yo.
God did!
God did. Oh, Khaled kills me.
I love Khaled.
So what type of music do you listen to, Ryan?
Me, I listen to a lot, all hip hop really, and then living in America, I listen to a lot of American hip hop and that. And it all fluctuates, but since moving to America, I listen to more grime and UK rap than I probably would if I was in England, just because it like reminds you of home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not as accessible, innit?
Yeah.
So do you feel like you probably put some people on in America to like UK music?
Well, definitely if you're in my car, then you're going to be listening to it. And they're like, "What's this? I can't understand anything they're saying."
Yeah, it's a struggle for them, ain't it? Like, it's weird. I always do find that weird to some extent. Like, we don't know everything that they go on about in some of their songs.
Yeah.
But I feel like we do understand majority of it to a degree. But their worlds, like, they struggle with acting badly. Like, they don't really get it.
I think it's because they're lazy. They don't want to, because they're kind of the culture setters when it comes to hip hop. So when it's on the UK scene, they're like, okay, I kind of like what he's doing, but I don't really understand the world. I don't understand England. I don't understand the world they're coming from and whatnot. Let's say.
No, you're not wrong, because I know like Central, she's been going crazy over there recently, innit?
Yeah.
And they've been looking at him like, wow. And obviously, if you're from the UK and you kind of just look at me, you just think it's Central. Like, he is doing bits, innit? But you just look and you go.
But even from there, it's like pockets, because unless you're in like LA and you like listen to LA Leakers sing, or like you kind of know that it's like a 5 minutes of fame.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, I seen this freestyle, this guy's sick. What's he gonna do? They probably go and listen to like his other songs, Doja and that. But then there's no follow up.
Yeah.
You
America's like the proper place for that. Where like I've seen them where they say they hit you here tonight and gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like it's that quick, it moves that fast.
It's like honestly, it's only if like a Drake effect comes by.
Yeah.
If Drake co-signs you, then you're gonna hang around for a bit. Like Skepta's done bits. Like when he 4 or 5 years ago when he like was doing all those shows in New York and doing everything.
Yeah,
that was leaving like a lasting impression.
Yeah.
And obviously it falls off and that, but like that was huge, you know. For people to stick around,
it's a big thing. Like, and Skepta's
well
with a lot of American artists as well.
Yeah. But even then,
I let you hit this ball.
Well, that guy's he's waiting for someone. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you don't want to clonk him out.
No.
Does that happen often? Like on a golf course? Like does anyone just have a ball flying just go?
Yeah.
Really?
So like if I was to hit now, I was going to him, I'd have to shout 4 because I'm like I'm giving I mean I wouldn't. If I hit now, he'd be like, what are you doing? You know. wait
So
for me
that's
to
why
hit.
people shout 4.
Yeah.
I've always wondered, because when you hear it or you see it on stuff and the people here go 4, I'm like, why the hell does anyone say that? What's 4 mean? Like, what does it mean? But it means you're about to hit someone.
Yeah.
Oh
It means you've just hit a dead shot, and you're about to, and it's heading in their direction, and you're just giving them a heads up, like, yo, duck, get out the way.
But why 4? Why not just say duck?
I don't know, maybe it translates better.
Yeah. Duck. 4. Yeah, 4 does just have that bit of a ring to it, but maybe that's because we're used
Project
to
out
it.
your voice a little bit better. I
Yeah.
don't know.
But I did always wonder why they'd say that. I thought it was just a cool thing you just said, but no, it's actually a general reason. And I can imagine bare people watching it are going to think the exact same thing. They're going to be like, I never knew that. Yeah, I never did. Never did. That is absolutely crazy. Don't you need your driver for this one?
Well, because this hole goes, see where the red and white pole is?
Yeah.
You go there and then it goes straight left. So if I drive it, because it's only about less than 200 yards, if I don't hit the shot and bend it around the corner, which my natural shot is the opposite, I'm just going to go straight over those trees. So I don't want to go as far as I can.
So you kind of want it to kind of curve.
I want to lay up a little bit so I have a good shot, then coming back down.
Oh, the Doja Cat.
No, the freestyle one.
Oh,
Do you know because it's so US related?
Yeah.
Like, that one bangs to me. You don't know what.
Like, it is a good freestyle. Like, I can understand why the American market ate it up in it, because it's clarifying a lot of stuff which they'll never
Yeah, I
understand
mean,
in
it was
British
a
slang.
smart. It's like a smart business move.
It really was. Like, when I watched it, I was like, it's not impressive as a freestyle per se,
I mean,
but as a business move,
it's not really a freestyle,
crazy.
is
No,
it?
he's just explaining what words mean.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's genius though. It is
Yeah.
genius because it makes them understand him more.
Exactly.
And it makes them love him more. You see what I'm saying? Like, it was very tactical. So like, obviously you play golf, but what else do you do in your downtime?
All sports related, really. Like, well, if I'm not, I do obviously some stuff for easy living, but then living in Colorado, it's like the outdoor mecca. And so I'm big into cycling, gravel riding.
What's gravel riding?
It's like a road bike with big tyres, like
Okay.
mountain bike tyres, and you can go in different places. And just going into the mountains, really doing all these kind of hikes and stuff. I just like being outdoors. That's why we moved to Colorado. Just a place where
Outdoors.
the whole culture is focused on being outside and being outdoors. That's why. So kind of bringing it back to, I was like, oh, where my goals are and like what I view as like where I want to be. Easy living to me in the future is one, working for myself, probably opening up a coffee shop, and then having a community around me. Like, don't need to live in the biggest place, but within my neighbourhood, within my community, I'm like a part of that community, contributing to it. I'm working for myself, and
the level of comfort in it.
yeah, just and then obviously being able to help those around me, and that's about it. That's where I've got to now. It's kind of evolved through the years. Before it's like, okay, everyone probably starts YouTube and is like, I want to do this, that, and that. But for me, it's more like who can you influence around you that makes your day better, makes their day better, and such.
That is very true. Because
Yeah.
sometimes you don't always have to be like the one. Sometimes you can be the catalyst for the one.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one looks very nice. That one's very promising. That one looks very promising. So, you say you like to do a lot of outdoorsy stuff in your downtime, and then you want to open up a coffee shop one day.
Yeah.
Does that mean you drink a lot of coffee?
I drink too much coffee.
Really?
I just enjoy coffee culture. I enjoy sitting in the morning and having a coffee. I enjoy going to coffee shop, meeting your friends and that. I enjoy the big part about having a coffee shop in the future, just having a place in which like people gather. You know, people like, whether it's a, you know, like in England, pub culture's a lot stronger.
Yeah, it's a big thing.
America don't really have a strong pub culture or anything like that, but
They have a bar culture though.
they have a bar culture. It's different though. So just being able to replicate something like that in your own space is what I hope to achieve.
I get what you mean.
Easy living.
What's your like coffee drink? 'Cause I know there's like different types.
Just black coffee.
Is that it?
I just like I just have black coffee.
Sugars, no sugars?
No sugars. So I can actually enjoy the coffee. More of a dark roast if we're getting into it. Slow.
This one's a bit of a tricky one because it goes
Yeah,
downhill a
well.
bit. And the wind be everywhere.
Okay, let's make it good now.
Oh! He got it! He got it!
Finally.
He got it!
Okay, your turn.
He
Come
got
on.
it! Oh, my turn. Let's do this.
You know what? Let's put it on this line.
Let's do it.
Follow that line home, brother. Follow the line home.
I'm ready, people. I'm ready. I'd just like to thank everyone that stuck with me. Adrian!
Oh, good round. Well
Ryan, it has been a
Well
pleasure,
played.
my guy. Thank you for letting me come out here, enjoy my first ever golfing experience, and letting me get to know you more. Everyone, go check out his Easy community, available on YouTube, I'm guessing.
YouTube, Instagram, Easy Community, Easy Living, you'll find it.
And there we go, that's it for this episode. Peace.
Peace.